For most of 2022, we kept hearing that Xbox was gearing up for an amazing 2023. Microsoft wanted this to be the year of console domination, and I feel like they really are starting to get things right. Already this year, we've had Hi-Fi Rush, which I completely freaking loved. We're about to get Redfall. There's games like Starfield, which possibly could hopefully be a masterpiece coming out in September, and even another Forza Motorsport. But what's been interesting is that today they're doing a huge batch of interviews for Redfall. Apparently, they flew in a bunch of Xbox YouTubers and major gaming websites to check out the first 90 minutes of the game itself, and apparently most people really enjoy it, but they dropped the tidbit that apparently there was originally going to be a PlayStation 5 version of Redfall that Microsoft canceled. But I want to talk about that. What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, I want to start things off and just take a look at this quote because it's very, very interesting because it kind of counteracts statements directly made by Phil Spencer in the past, who obviously is the head of Xbox. A PlayStation 5 version of Redfall was in full-blown development, then canceled, confirms Arkane director Harvey Smith. So this wasn't some misquote from some lowly random code tester. This is actually the man himself, Harvey Smith. When we were acquired by Microsoft, it was a change with a capital C. They came in and said, no PlayStation 5. We're focusing on the Xbox, the PC, and Game Pass. Now, this quote looks a little bit funky structurally because we're using Google Translate to actually read it. This is actually from IGN France. But here it is. This is actually it. It's interesting because originally Redfall was in development before they got bought, before the whole Bethesda acquisition. Now, the reason this is interesting is because last year there was this statement directly from Phil Spencer. When they first started to talk about, Microsoft said, okay, we want to buy Activision Blizzard for $69 billion. And understandably, a lot of people said, okay, well, are you going to make this stuff exclusive? Will this make less people able to play it? Will I need a Game Pass subscription to play something like World of Warcraft? And Phil Spencer directly said, we want more people to be playing WoW in 5 years. We want more people to be playing Call of Duty in 5 years. We want more people playing Candy Crush in 5 years. We want to make it more accessible to more people. So understandably, people are quoting that. The Phil Spencer line that he keeps saying again and again and again, we want more people to play games. Now, I don't think this, look at this, actually, people are tagging the FTC, that's so ridiculous, and the CMA. So currently, these are the legal organizations, the governments that are actually investigating the Activision Blizzard deal. So it's funny that people are like trying to tattletale on this quote, but it's kind of interesting to me because honestly, Redfall does sound fantastic. The previews that have dropped this morning have actually cured a lot of my fears. It is co-op, but it doesn't require co-op. Apparently, the demo that people played was single player only, which to me, a little bit strange that such a multiplayer-focused game would only have a single-player demo for the press to play, but okay. Apparently, it's got some of the best gunplay that Arkane has ever done. It mostly plays like Far Cry, which does kind of kill my excitement a bit. I've really burned out on the whole Far Cry formula of taking over a section of the town and unlocking part of the map, but okay. Great level design, very immersive, Arkane DNA. They're working on not making it online only. Yes, there were earlier reports that the current build of the game needs an internet connection. It sounds like they're going to somehow make it work offline, probably as a post-launch patch. Seeing this gameplay, though, specifically, this is some stuff from PC Gamer. The game looks great, and I will admit, I think it would have been interesting to see what this would have been like on PlayStation 5. I'm curious if it's going to end up being better now that it's only on one console. I mean, if they really made this an Xbox exclusive, a Game Pass exclusive to try and probably drum up a lot more subscribers for Game Pass, it definitely stokes the curiosity. Now, there have been, of course, some people that are not saying it's great. PC Gamer said the world feels bland, boring, missions, fails to get the blood pumping. This is the only people, though, that really have hated it. Giant Bomb wasn't thrilled. It seems like 99% of people are very, very happy with this. It's fascinating, though, to see. I think that Microsoft is understandably trying to consolidate the power they've established. Just in the last couple years, we've obviously seen Xbox buy a lot of studios, a lot of companies. They've been pretty much paying cash for anything with a price tag on it. They now have 23 studios working on everything from an Indiana Jones games to possibly a rebuilding of Halo so that it doesn't suck. I'm curious to see how much they're going to start doing this, buying companies that are currently working on a project and then making it exclusive. Now, I'm going to say something a bit controversial that I feel like should not be controversial, but this, I think, it kind of proves the point. Some people have been batting around the idea that Starfield was supposed to come to the PlayStation 5 at some points. And a lot of Xbox people hate that quote. They hate, no, Starfield was never, ever going to be on PlayStation 5. But there are leaked screenshots of Starfield running very clearly on a PlayStation 5 dev kit. It's got PlayStation 5 button prompts on the screen. I don't think this is even a bad move. If anything, I actually respect it because obviously as a fan of the PlayStation 5 and an owner of an Xbox Series X, I'm a big trophy hunter, so I like stuff to come to the PlayStation 5 because I want to platinum it, but I'm still just happy to see what Redfall turns into. I have a feeling, I want to just make a shot in the dark. I've been watching a lot of this gameplay and stuff, and I'm going to make a prediction. I think this game is going to get an 82 on Metacritic, which is pretty good. Honestly, if Microsoft can really get their stuff going and start making a lot more like B-tier Game Pass games back to back to back, if they manage to make 3 or 4 games every single year of this quality, I think fans are going to be very, very happy. Especially, honestly, I like playing my Xbox, but I want more excuses to play it. This game looks exactly my vibe. I know some people are hating on it and saying it looks bland. This looks like a freaking blast to me. Superpowers, vampires, freaking multiplayer. Yes, yes, yes. I do wonder what this game's lifespan is going to be, which is kind of toxic, but I am just, of course, wondering out loud. Games like this that are always online, is this going to be played very frequently for like a month, a week? I think they have a content roadmap. You know, online games I feel like they're supposed to have a longer lifespan. I think this game is going to take over the internet for like 2 weeks. And then hopefully it manages to get enough attention, enough updates, enough downloads to keep growing. But what do you guys think? Are you excited for Redfall? And personally, are you disappointed that this isn't coming to the PlayStation 5? Because I'll admit it, it's interesting that the build even existed. I'm happy I'm playing it. Microsoft, kudos to you for doing something weird with Arkane. Clearly, these people have a lot of creative freedom, and to me, that's pretty rad. But please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.